picture. Still pretty much looks like Pluto. It's a proto-Pluto. Then he made his second appearance that same year in a cartoon film, where he was playing dog, and he had a different name. Does anybody know what he was named before? He was named Pluto. It's the most generic dog name you could possibly think of. Anybody know?
Dog?
Dog. No, human, it is not dog. Now we're going to go down here. We're going to work on some more wrinkles. Pull another curve right below this right here. Split up just outside of the circle. Work on that snout. We're going to add one more curve below that. This is right at the bottom of the circle. Pull that out a little bit longer than the curve above it. Halfway between that curve and the guideline right here, we're going to draw the nose. that connection.